morning. Welcome back to Meditations on Art. Today I want to talk about the realm of possibility. I am standing in my studio with 11 pieces of work, 10 panels and one small canvas, and I'm ready to embark on a series. There are also 3 beautiful stretcher bars in my racks that are waiting to be stretched. So hopefully they will be a part of the series also. I put out a couple of videos about how to prepare the panel before you gesso. And I've looked into what Golden recommends. And I had said in the video you could use matte, satin, or gloss. Golden recommends the gloss. So I did put 2 coats of gloss on the front, 2 coats on the sides, and then I put 1 coat on the back. I said I wouldn't do it, but I did. And I still question whether or not it's necessary. In some ways, it uses a huge amount of material. I used about a half a gallon of gloss medium to put on the back. And I've not had a panel of this caliber warp. That wasn't one of my concerns. But I figured since they are beautiful custom panels, I might as well give them the Golden's recommended treatment because I do want them to stay straight and true. So that's one thing. Another thing is, or I should say the next step would be to tape the sides and put gesso on the surface. It's not completely necessary to gesso the surface of these panels. I just want to start with a white surface. The wood tends to become a part of the composition, and I'm really not sure that that's where I want to go with these. I think these are going to be more heavily layered with mixed media and sanding, and sometimes it is nice to let the wood show through. I've seen some beautiful work like that. I just don't want that consideration right now. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So you get to this point where finally, after really a couple of weeks of preparation, I'm almost ready to paint. So I start thinking about what are these paintings going to be? I have no way of knowing. This is all in the realm of possibility. And I'm thinking about so many things right now. I'm thinking about the depth of our intention. And that's kind of a tricky subject because on the one hand, if you're too firm on your intention of what the painting should be, then I think you block off the possibilities of what the painting wants, what it's trying to tell you. I think the painting's always leaps and bounds ahead of me as far as being all-knowing and intuitive, and I believe in the wisdom of the painting. On the other hand, it is a collaboration with me, and I do have to retain some control in what I'm doing. Now, a lot of the control, I think, just comes from years and years and years of practice, knowing what the paint will do and being able to achieve certain effects that I want to achieve, because experience shows me if I do this, the result will be that. So there is some control. And then I want the freedom of the unencumbered movement, my own movement. And for me, that comes at the beginning of the painting, where I don't have to worry about the composition. I don't have to worry about anything except making marks on a surface that feel like me. They feel like my body, how I move, my natural way of being. My husband and I were teaching a class this weekend, and I started this, and I really like it. It's not a huge, it's just an underpainting right now, but there's something about the movement in it that feels pretty good to me. And maybe this has something to do with what the series I'm about to embark on will be about. So, as far as the depth of your commitment, what do you think about what it is you're saying? Is this about my moving in the world? Is this about nature blowing in the wind? Is it about me and my relationship with nature? All of these questions can keep snowballing on each other, and you can get into some pretty heavy conversations in your head when you're making paintings. A lot of times we have a loose intention of what we're going to be painting about, and then intuition and play and fun and dance kind of take over. And that's a great thing to do at a certain point in the painting. And then we step back and we take a look and say, where is the composition here? What can I block out to create shape? Did I draw the shape in? Or was there a lot of marks and I just kind of consolidated them by putting white around them? That's something we were talking a lot about this weekend, how to find the composition. You can block off areas to create the forms, or you can create the forms by themselves and then just quiet the area around it down so that the form becomes important. So there's a lot to think about with this stage of the game. I'm looking forward to taping my sides and gessoing. That'll probably take me another week with the amount of work that I have to do here. So I'll still be just revving up for what's to come next. As you see, I don't just jump into the painting. It's very rare that that happens for me. I prepare to do the painting, and the preparation is like the athlete's training for the race, I think. For me, that's what it is. Anyway, it's been great to get together, and thank you for visiting. I really appreciate the comments that I've been getting. I do try to answer each one. And there are a number of workshops coming up that my husband and I are teaching. Please check out the workshop website, and please subscribe to the station. I really appreciate it. Take care. One thing that I want to leave you with is painting is a practice, and practice makes perfect. Okay? Thank you.